scent of something that could only be cotton candy cherry apple body spray grew stronger. I knew there must be a crisis. There was water running, hair brushing, grumbling, and finally the burst of, "Oh my God, I hate my hair." There was a pause, and then the sound of a hand hitting a forehead, perhaps covering her eyes as if it could stop the mirror from showing the tragedy. Coming out of the bathroom stall, I saw a 4'8" beauty with blue-gray eyes, pajama pants with monkey faces, flyaway silky blonde hair, and SpongeBob slippers. As she arranged her face in the mirror, trying to find a way it could please her, her eyes found mine, and in a moment of hopeful solidarity in our womanhood, or the closest thing she could come to it, she wailed, "There are boys out there. I can't go out like this." I walked to her, holding her gaze in the mirror, put my hands on her shoulders and said, "Your hair will settle. Look at you. You're beautiful." She turned, and with eyes that clearly knew better than my words said, "That's not true." She didn't say what she meant. I didn't ask, but instead wet my hands and ran them gently over her frizzy hair while she rambled on about this guy that was like 12 but in the same grade as her, and she really thought they had a chance because he looked at her while he was eating spaghetti and asked if she liked Harry Potter, and she does. So they talked about Harry Potter forever. It was seriously like 5 minutes or something, and they both have dogs named Mikey, and he's like really sweet, but that guy never would have liked her with flyaway hair. "You know," I said, as she shoved the makeshift beauty store back into her bag, "if that guy was really worth liking, he'd like you even if your hair was totally crazy." She turned, and with all the attitude and wisdom of an 11-year-old in SpongeBob slippers, her eyes told me clearly that she knows better. She left the bathroom, leaving the smell of banana berry magnolia sunrise mingling with the smell of 11-year-old angst and the regretful odor of the million things that went unsaid. Closing my eyes and conjuring her image in my mind, I said, "You know, this may seem silly, but the best way to cure flyaway hair is to say I love you 10 times for every strand while staring in the mirror looking right in your eyes. Let's try it together, and when you believe it, go show that guy your SpongeBob slippers. Do your best Squidward voice and hear him imitate Patrick. Hold hands while you eat ice cream. Laugh about the way your dog farts in his sleep and hear about how his dog once ate a dead worm on the floor and burped worm guts. Show him the way you smile and that scar you have on your chin, and if he ever says anything about your flyaway hair, tell him it's because you're an earth angel and the static is your magic energy making you a halo. Run out in the dark and count the stars. For every star you see, multiply it by 3 and know that's how many times you should say I love you, because that's how much you're loved. Use the moon as your mirror. Watch it shine brighter than the sun as it reflects your light. Listen until you hear the chimes of the stars singing your name, and if you need me to, I'll count the flyaway hairs myself. Continue loving you while you can't. Repeat it until you can, because the only way we can reclaim our worth is by seeing how it shines from our faces." I exit the bathroom, leaving the sound of hypocrisy in my wake. The sound of nothing where belief should have been, because when I talk to the mirror, I cry. Not because I think it's a lie, but because I don't know if it's true. Let's fly away to a world where the beauty ideal is what you are when you are it, and beautiful is what you find when you smile. Let's celebrate at the funeral of our imperfection. I'll bring balloons we can rub on our heads, make flyaway hair so we can uncover our inner angels and finally see ourselves for everything we are. Let's make a night where we count all the stars, listen to them chiming their love with each pulse of light, and realize it's the sound of our hearts. Let's pillage the world for what is rightfully ours, create a night of flying away from the memory of anyone telling us we are less than what we are, fly away from nights we thought beautiful was torn from our souls. Let's paint beautiful on the eyelids of every baby born, so they'll only need to blink to remember.